Today, Dundalk TV is with Alan Robertson, and we're here to talk about some recent comments that were made on social media. Alan, what would you like to share with us today?
Good afternoon, Scott. I wanted to talk to you about the impression that people are getting of Bowleys quarters. The website that was put up there, the Facebook page, was really a service for the Bowleys quarters community, put up by well-meaning, well-intentioned, and hard-working individuals who wanted to help the community. What they were doing was communicating different events that were happening in the area, and because we've had recent break-ins and robberies and thefts, there's been comments about a neighborhood watch. Well, watch and report and alert your neighbors. So for months, over a year, there's been identification of cars, people, and different things that have been observed that folks said, we don't recognize this, be aware that it's happening in our area. Suddenly this last week, a specific example got commented on by people who are possibly even outside of our area. The website had to go to being private, and then it eventually got taken down because the lady who was trying to coordinate this and do something good for the community couldn't keep up with all the comments and to contain it. But in no way does this reflect the philosophy of Bowleys quarters. There's over 5,000 people here. You get that many people, you're going to get a whole myriad of different opinions, and that one comment happening online from somebody's house should not represent years of work that our community association has brought out, because we've been fighting over development in the area. We've been cleaning up the streets. We've adopted the local road. We have a cleanup coming up in 2 weeks. We have a fundraiser in a week and a half to raise money for some of the battles that we have. And there are different things we should be known for that the news should know about.
You're as outraged as everyone else has been online.
Well, yes, you've seen that online, that other people disagreed with it. So why isn't that being considered what Bowleys quarters is like, instead of the comments of 1 or 2 people? And even that doesn't represent the whole community. Yes, we're not in agreement with the statements. We actually are trying to promote the area as being a diverse community. We have a rural section, we have an urban section. The urban-rural demarcation line runs right in the woods behind us here, and that separates the intense development from the more sparse development. What we're trying to do is protect the bay, clean up around the road areas and throughout the community, so that all that doesn't go into our waterways and our bay. In addition to that, we're supporting the Gunpowder Conservancy Group. They have projects for clear creeks that would be for edible gardens, for river gardens that absorb various water runoffs that the county's collecting money and taxes to put in projects. Here we're doing it voluntarily and through grants of the Gunpowder Conservancy. That Facebook is not ours. We have a different website, bqca.org, and this is just something run by a community member who in the last year has joined our association. But all the people on that site are not members of our association.
Okay, so it was good intentions by someone. Unfortunately, someone had messed that up. Okay.
We partnered with the people that were participating on that. They helped us with the cleanup last year. We expanded the areas we cleaned up, and we were going to help them because they want to put up landscaping going into their community and beautify their area. So now their projects are being hijacked by a couple of things that somebody wrote one night or one day in a few seconds is going to negate months and months of efforts and good volunteerism.
Well, we'll try to get Dundalk TV will come back and try to do some, once you get more things moving forward, we'll come back and try to follow some of the stuff you're doing in the future.
Well, we're not just, some of the things we're doing isn't just in our own area. We support things down in Dundalk, such as the fight against the government center, and we support the fight against the overdevelopment of Fort Howard and the use of that for the veterans. Those are just 2 of the examples. It isn't just Dundalk that we're involved in, but that's where you're from. We're also involved in some of the White Marsh projects. There's projects over at Lafarge and on Route 43 and all around the county. If community associations support each other, it's not one small group fighting an issue. It's everybody, because what happens in one area affects other areas.
I agree, and we all need to work together for a better community for future generations to come as well. So thank you very much today for doing the interview, Alan. And as I said, I hope to come back and enjoy the area with you in the near future.
Okay, thank you. You're quite welcome.